Hello students, welcome you all to the first session of writing skill. Till now, we have gone through different grammar topics, but it is equally important to understand how to use a language to express yourself. So basic thing or basic form of writing skill is known as paragraph writing. Whatever we learn through paragraph writing or the rules of paragraph writing are equally applicable to all sort of writing skills. So hence, you have to remember the rules when you start learning about how to write a paragraph. Because even though you are writing a writing skill of any sort, that is, it may be an article, it may be a letter, it may be any sort of descriptive writing, or you are writing an informal letter too. You write these things all in different paragraphs. So here you need to understand how should be a paragraph written. So let us understand first what is a paragraph. A paragraph is number of sentences grouped together. Now you can see here that they are grouped together on a particular and relating to one topic. So you are not going to write one sentence of each topic or different sentences of different topics. So here you are going to write some sentences on a particular topic, so which are grouped together and are relating to one topic, or a group of sentences develop a single point. That means when you start writing about any one thing, like you write about your school, you write about your mother, you write about your experience, whatever you write, you are focusing on only one topic, a single point that only you are elaborating, isn't it? So before you start with writing this writing skill, you have to understand how should I write a paragraph. Paragraph writing doesn't mean that only one paragraph should be written on a particular topic. You can write different topics, but you have to understand that every paragraph has its own importance. Okay, so we'll see what are the different types of paragraphs here. There are many types, but at your level you have to understand at least minimum two, that is narrative and descriptive. Narrative means, now suppose if you open your textbooks, okay, the moment you start opening your textbook and when you open your first lesson, when you start reading it, you start understanding that in the first paragraph there are some introductory things. They have introduced some scene. They are speaking about a character in a story. So and gradually you can find that there are certain details in it about the story. So that is how it is narrative. So stories, lessons which you have, those are normally narrative. Okay, narration is there. You narrate a story. Narrate a story means you tell a story. So that sort of writing where you describe, when you tell something about an incident, when you talk about it, when you tell a story to somebody, such sort of writing is called as narrative story. You also have descriptive story when you describe something. For example, you have gone to watch Taj Mahal. Wow, what a beautiful monument it is. How it is, how white it is, how it looks, how brilliantly it is colored. If you are going to watch a Mysore garden, wow, what a beautiful garden it is. All variety of flowers are there. So when you talk about that place, when you tell how it looks, that is known as descriptive writing. Okay, children? But before going further, you have to understand that there are three main principles of paragraph writing. Now, what is a principle? Principle is the thing which you have to follow. It's a basic thing. Now, most important or the first principle of paragraph writing is unity. Unity means what? When I'm writing, I have to see that I'm writing about a same thing. I'm not jumping about different topics. I'm given with a title. So I speak about it. I talk about it. So all my thoughts, all my sentences should be about that only. So there you need to have a unity in your sentences. Your first sentence should be such that you are talking, you have started about the topic and you start detailing about each thing in each paragraph. Now another important thing, it mainly happens that when you start writing like that only, you think about different things and suddenly you jump. Like for example, when you are writing a letter to your mother, okay, it's an informal letter. So different thoughts come to our mind, right? Isn't it? Here we don't have any restrictions. You can talk about your early morning assembly, suddenly you can talk about your lunch time, suddenly you can talk about a fight with your friend, isn't it? But when you're writing on a particular topic, you have to understand that there should be a proper flow. Suppose you're describing about a place. Now you will talk about first when you went there, gradually how you entered into the different parts of that area. You suddenly cannot go out the outside of the last gate, isn't it? So order should be followed. So every scene wise, step wise. So chronological order should be followed when you are writing about a particular topic. If you are writing about a king, the king born and suddenly he died and you end it up, and then you start with what happened in between. So that is not a right flow, right order of writing any paragraph writing. Okay, so there should be a proper order of it. Now diversity, when I want unity, how can I have diversity? Is it possible? Yes, India has unity in diversity. Then why can't we have unity and diversity together in the paragraph writing? See, when I say variety won't be just in the ideas or just in the matter, but the way you write them, the way you frame the sentences. You can use different types of sentences. Instead of using small sentences, you can use conjunctions in between, add such sort of things, and then you can find that your paragraph writing is diversified. It is variety of sentences, different expressions are there, you're using intersections, you're expressing yourself very nicely. So then you follow all the three principles. Now, to better understanding of what exactly is paragraph writing, we will go through the video over here. Now see, she's a girl who is sitting in the garden who loves her dog.
When she meets Harshit, Kaya loves her dog a lot and
now she is meeting her friend Harshit and she likes her dog a lot. And he's suggesting that why don't she write a paragraph based on this idea? We like our puppies, isn't it? Puppies, everybody might be having their pets at home. But she says she doesn't have the idea of how to write a paragraph. Now let us teach her how to write a paragraph. To understand about it, how to write it, how to begin with it, all these things can be understood through the paragraphs or through the way of writing them. So what is a paragraph exactly? A paragraph is number of sentences grouped together which relate to one topic in a coherent logical sequence. As I told you, you should have a proper sequence which are connected to each other. Now, a paragraph introduces and develops a particular idea pertaining to a particular topic. Now, here you need to understand that a paragraph introduces and develops a particular idea pertaining to topic. Pertaining to topic means related to the topic what we have begun with. Okay, we wanted to write about a dog over here. So, whatever we want to write about the dog, we have to connect our paragraph for that only. Now, sometimes it happens, how big should be our paragraph? So, there are no such restrictions or any guidelines for that. A paragraph can be a shorter one, it can be a longer one also, depend on about what we are talking. But it should has a beginning, middle and an end. Now, paragraphs are useful for number of reasons. First is they present the idea, what we want to say about something. It describes a place, a person or an event. As I told you, it is in descriptive writing. They can be used to express some reflections or thought which we can do through article writings. Okay. Now let us go into the details of understanding what exactly is paragraph writing. Now how should you begin? Now in order to write a paragraph, we need to keep in mind the basic features of paragraphs. What we need to understand. What is the first important thing? A paragraph usually has a title. So it is important to give a title to a paragraph. It has its own opening sentence. It has its own introductory line. So here you can understand that every paragraph has its own opening sentence. Like when I need to see, for example, if I am talking about, I am introducing somebody. Okay. For example, if I say my dog. Okay, as she was also going to write about a dog, we'll discuss about it. My dog. My dog's name is Kitty. Tommy. Tommy is black. Tommy is very strong. So when I am talking about it, I am introducing it. Then I am going into the detail. Okay. So first paragraph, when I talk about my dog, I will be talking how it looks. Isn't it? So here I am introducing. So every paragraph has its own topical sentence where it begins with what details it wants to talk in a paragraph. Now see, the topical sentence introduces the topic, theme, subject or idea about what we are going to talk or about what the paragraph is going to be based on. Now the main body of the paragraph consists of supporting ideas, means when I want to write something more information about the main idea, main topic, whatever I am talking about, that I will be writing as a supportive ideas. Now these ideas not stray from the topic, means what? They shouldn't be different. You have to write the related one. You can't write different things in that part. So the sentences that form the body of a paragraph must be closely related. Isn't it? When I am writing about something, when I begin about something, my details also should be same. So variety in the body of paragraph should be brought through, as I told you, different kinds of sentences. Like it may be, that is known as paragraph must follow the principle of unity. All sentences must be presented in logical order